Now we want to turn to this very important story. This is a voice wanting to be heard, a person wanting to be represented.
So much so, Ciora Thomas felt she had no choice but to protest an event and interrupt Pennsylvania Senator Bob Casey and celebrity actor Billy Porter.
If y'all arrest me on Pride Month and take me out here, please get away from me. Where's my allies in this room to get these police away from me? Who's going to stand up for a black trans woman in this room? Who's going to stand up for a black trans woman?
Let me say something. Hold on. Let me say something right here. Let me say something to you right now. I see you. I hear you. I understand your frustration. I get it. I get it.
She made her point that night. Now WTAE listens to Ciora Thomas's deeper message. Reporter Chandy Chapman shares her story and journey of living as a black transgender woman in Pittsburgh.
Ciora Thomas is the founder of Sisters PGH. She wants her voice heard. As a black transgender woman, Ciora says people often speak for her and treat her like she doesn't exist, even within the LGBTQ community that faces its own discrimination.
This is a form of oppression that we are experiencing as well from our brothers. So it's very, very, very important that when this does happen, that cis black gay men or the LGBTQ cisgender community takes a step back to hear what we have to say, because we are bringing valid concerns.
The National LGBTQ Task Force released a study showing 41% of black trans people have been homeless, 34% have household incomes less than $10,000, and nearly half of the black trans population has attempted suicide.
Black people in Pittsburgh are already going through a lot. Black women in Pittsburgh are already going through a lot, as we saw from our Gender Equity Commission. Now, when we think about the plight of black trans women in Pittsburgh, we're talking like 3 times, 4 times as worse.
I'm gonna ask you a hard question. What would you say to people who say, I have no sympathy for this because it was a choice?
For someone who doesn't, believe or want to see us, it's up to them to understand humanity and to live in a way that is authentic to human beings beyond what they were taught. Those that have never met a trans person or an LGBTQ person before in their life, that they can put a face on it. They can say, this is a person, this is a human being that lives here in Pennsylvania, in Pittsburgh. They are black, they are brown, and they exist here. So that representation is extremely important. And when we get that, we get the Fairness Act.
Governor Tom Wolf and members of the LGBTQIA+ community reintroduced the Fairness Act. It prohibits discrimination based on sexual orientation, gender identity, or gender expression. Ciora wants the TLGBTQ community to be protected from violent acts. According to the Human Rights Campaign, so far this year, at least 31 transgender or non-conforming people have been fatally shot or killed by other violent means.
They are not being categorized like they should be categorized as hate crimes.
There's no law in Pennsylvania.
There's no law in Pennsylvania, but the Fairness Act could help that.
Ciora knows about hardship. She's been treated for mental illness, was homeless, had thoughts of suicide, and was sex trafficked as a child.
I was 14 and 15 years old, getting in the car with grown men that would take advantage of my youth. And during that time, they would ask me how old I am, and I would tell them how old I am, and they would still take me and other girls that were my age, across the Roberto Clemente Bridge into this little area where we would, do what we had to do. Gun put in my face, then forced to the area where trans people were, in New York. Other trans women, black trans women specifically in Pittsburgh, have experienced this stuff is still happening. Being homeless at that only catapulted these thoughts of suicide, of me sleeping outside, not feeling wanted by my family or community members that said they were there to support me and see me thrive within community.
Now she creates a safe space for others and gives them resources to thrive at Sisters PGH.
Now I'm glad that, I can inspire other young trans girls and boys and non-binary folks to live, to understand that you deserve to live. And when you get to that darkest moment where it feels like there's no one there for you, we're here for you.
Chandy Chapman, Pittsburgh's Action News 4.